Okay, before we get this video underway, some quick words right here. ExpressVPN, get 3 free months. Find out how with the link in the description. Also, we will be streaming from Montreal, Toronto at 3 p.m. So we'll do it a little bit before the game starts, and then we'll go live for the game and talk about the game and do all that stuff. So if you're a Canadiens or a Leafs fan, or if you just want to hang out, then hey, check out the channel. In the afternoon, we're going to be talking about the games. We have a trade to announce. Take a look at all the insiders over here talking about this on the Twitter. The Ottawa Senators have acquired forward Zach Sanford from the Blues in exchange for Logan Brown and a conditional 4th-round draft pick in the 2022 draft. Now, the condition is here by Elliot Friedman. It is indeed Brown to St. Louis for Sanford and the pick that will be removed if Brown plays 30 NHL games this season. Now, he doesn't say this season in the tweet, but I assume this season because Logan Brown is a guy who is making $700,000 for the next season. He's not signed past 2022, so it's only fair to assume that the 30-game mark is for this year. Furthermore, it is Logan Brown himself. He is gone. It was a sign and trade scenario over here. We actually had some word from some other insiders asking the question as to whether or not Logan Brown would be picked off of waivers, because the Ottawa Senators are in a position where they have themselves what is a very capable point producer in the AHL in Logan Brown, but the guy was never able to stay healthy. He only played 1 game in the NHL this previous season and 13 in the AHL last year. But his entire career has been up and down with injuries, deployment issues. As a result, he was never really solidified as the player that he was drafted to be back in 2016. He was a former top 15 pick who had a boatload of potential as a huge playmaking center. He's 23 years old right now, so heading over to St. Louis, where he's actually played his youth hockey in, it's going to be a pretty interesting revitalization attempt for his career. Look at this. He's actually from Raleigh, North Carolina, but he played his youth hockey as a preteen in the St. Louis Blues junior system, so he is technically around that area in terms of his youth team and whatnot. So he's heading home technically. Logan Brown is going back to St. Louis, and in return is Zach Sanford. Sanford is 26 years old, 6'4", 207. He's a big guy who actually played all throughout the St. Louis Blues lineup as well. He was never really a consistent point producer. You can see his max was 30 points in 58 games played, which certainly isn't bad. It's just compared to the other guys that are on the St. Louis Blues, Sanford was never really one of the top dogs. He was just going throughout the lineup. He's making $2 million for 1 more season until 2022, so it is a similar contract right here in terms of length compared to Logan Brown. They're both expiring at the end of this season. Brown just is only making $750,000, and Sanford is making $2 million. So this serves as somewhat of a cap dump for the St. Louis Blues because they are getting reduced money. If you want to go out there and make that Tarasenko trade or whatever, this could be a little bit of an easier kind of application to do that, because you have more flexibility with your salary cap. At the end of the day, though, Sanford is a guy that a lot of Blues fans kind of like just because of his overall story. He's going over to Ottawa now, and the Senators, what they're getting at the end of the day is an actual player that's going to suit up for their hockey team. Like it or not, Sanford is a legit NHL caliber athlete, so going over there in a system that has tried to work with Logan Brown for so long, just to have it not work out, this is finally the reward. Sure, you would like to question the deployment and the development of an 11th overall pick, especially from a draft that was 5 years ago, but you gotta do what you gotta do with the assets that you do have, and Logan Brown was in a position where he wanted a trade that was very heavily reported, and once he was signed, you know, we had this idea in our heads that said, okay, maybe he's not actually gonna play. Maybe even though he has signed a contract, he's going to be on his way out. Maybe he gets picked off of waivers if the Sens send him back down to the AHL, or maybe he just gets traded straight up. This is better for the Senators than just sending him down to the AHL and having him claimed off of waivers, because at the end of the day, they are indeed getting something in return. Zach Sanford is an asset, and if Logan Brown does what Logan Brown wants to do and actually play hockey, there is no draft pick exchanged in the deal either. So that's kind of the scoop over here. Logan Brown has gotten traded over to St. Louis for Sanford, and, well, there's the extra pick there as well, but that will be conditional, so we'll get there when we get there. Talk to me in the comments, Sens fans. What do you think about Sanford and the acquisition? If you're a Blues fan, what do you think about Logan Brown? He is coming home from his youth team to his NHL team. He is back in St. Louis. Talk to me in the comments. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed this video. Trolls 9 on. We're going live at 4 p.m. Not 4 p.m. Let's try 3 p.m. p.m. I'm not really too sure when we're going to go live, but we're going to go live sometime before the Leafs and the Habs games start out. And bye.